Welcome back to the Sycamore Mini YouTube channel. I'm Harry and it's that time of the week where we take a look at our approved used Mini of the weekend here at Sycamore Peterborough. And the car in question this week is this beautiful example of the Mini Electric F56 and its level 2 formation finished in that gorgeous white silver. So without further ado, let's take a look at what this vehicle features. So first of all, let's talk about this beautiful colour, white silver. It's now been succeeded by Nanook white, so it's no longer available. So this is an exclusive colour now available only on used Minis, and it's an absolutely gorgeous paint finish to suit the Mini Electric, especially with the gloss black accents seen around the car, and on this car that contrasting black roof and black mirrors. So despite being electric, we've still got that iconic style bonnet scoop at the front here. It is a Cooper S electric, so it has that Cooper S styling still very much embodied throughout the vehicle. We've got those halo ring daytime running lights, and being an LCI 2 model shape, the centre of those headlights is a black finish as well. Again, just the little touches which mean the most on the Mini. Black badges contrasting beautifully against that white silver paintwork, and that piano black exterior trim is extended around the grille and also around the headlights as well. And we'll see more of that around the rear of the vehicle later on in the video. And down the front, you can see that we've still got a bit of venting down there. That's to keep the battery nice and cool when charging, so you can achieve that optimal 50 kilowatt charging speed. Under the bonnet, you may ask, what's underneath there? Of course, no engine. Underneath the bonnet is the electric motor, outputting around 184 brake horsepower, and in the floor are those batteries giving you up to 140 miles of driving, of course depending on driving style and driving conditions. And now turn our attention to the side of this Mini Electric. First of all, we've got the 17-inch tentacle spoke black alloys tying in with the black roof and black mirrors on the vehicle and contrasting perfectly against that white silver body colour. And talking of contrasting, as I mentioned, it has piano black exterior accents. That's things such as the door handles on here. We have still got the chrome beltline on this vehicle. However, if you wish, a gloss black beltline is available to suit the rest of the piano black exterior styling. On this door handle, we've also got comfort access as well. So all you've got to do is have the key in your pocket. You can walk up to the car and hit that button, and you can both unlock and lock the doors without having to remove the key from your pocket. Up here we have the Mini S side scuttles, LED side indicators built into that, and that green S indicating that this is a fully electric vehicle. Rear privacy glass, a really nice feature to have on the back of this 3-door hatch, and if we pop open here, you'll see the E logo on the side. This is your charging port, same location as the fuel filler flap. All you have to do is take out those center rubber plugs, and that reveals both your AC and DC charging. And as I mentioned a minute ago, the Mini Electric has AC charging capability up to around 7 to 11 kilowatts and DC charging capability of up to 50 kilowatts, doing that 10 to 80% sprint in just half an hour. And now finally on the exterior, turning our attention to the rear, we've got extension of that darkened rear privacy glass and of course a heated rear window as well. Those iconic Union Jack tail lights, I've said it before in episodes of this series, they are one of my favourite features, and I know they're a favourite feature of a lot of the viewers as well. A fantastic, subtle but iconic addition, and marking of course that British heritage from the Mini. And around that we have further extension of that piano black exterior, as well as on the boot lid handle and on the rear badge and Cooper badge down the bottom there as well, or Cooper S badge, the Cooper writing of course being black, the S keeping that electric green styling, along with the E badge and that number 2 to indicate that this is a level 2 Mini Electric. Of course, down the bottom, we don't have any exhaust or diffuser, just a simple bumper down there with your rear fog lights in and the parking sensors as well. And if we go ahead and open up the boot, despite being a Mini Electric, we still don't lose any boot space at all. And it's a common thing that with a lot of electric vehicles you'll lose a little bit of boot space due to motor placement or battery placement, but in the Mini Electric the batteries are all in the floor, and being a front wheel drive vehicle following suit with the internal combustion 3-door hatch, the motor's in the front, so there's no space lost in the rear. We've still got that false floor, and if we fold up, space underneath to keep both your 3-pin wall socket, as you can charge the Mini Electric at 2.3 kilowatts off a 3-pin, and we've also got our public charging cable for those things like pod point chargers, and also if you have a wall box equipped at your house, you'd use that cable as well. And we can fold back down that false floor to give us plenty of usable boot space. And on top of that, like a lot of Minis now, if you wish to further extend that boot space, we can just put the seat slightly forward, put that bracket out and clip that seat in place, give us a little bit more of a square boot in there, more usable space and a more usable shape as well. So now you join me here on the interior of this lovely white silver Mini Electric Level 2. And in here, again, that continuation of classic Mini styling is very much prominent. It doesn't really feel any different in here to a standard internal combustion Mini F56 hatchback, other than a few different green styling things and a few different buttons, of course. Mini Electrics, as standard, receive the Mini digital dashboard to allow us to see things like how much power we're using and also how much battery we're regenerating, as we also do have regenerative braking in the car. So a lot of the time you'll actually find that you don't really need to use the brake pedal or use the actual brakes themselves. You can simply use the motor to slow you down nice and smoothly, whilst also converting that kinetic energy that would normally be lost back into electrical energy in your battery, further extending those miles that you can cover on those mini adventures. We've got that smooth Nappa leather steering wheel with your multifunction controls on the front here. The digital dashboard also gives us bars, just like fuel status, but to display battery charge status. We'll also get the battery percentage, estimated miles of range in there, and your speed and other important driving information there in the centre. On the dashboard, a gloss black dashboard. Integrated in that is the ambient LED lighting, and that is also indoors as well, in your footwells, in the door handles. So at night it really comes to life, and also around the screen, and all you've got to do is hit that toggle switch up there to switch between the different colours, and if you press and hold it, we can activate disco mode, as I like to call it, which cycles through the different colours. Really brings the interior of this Mini to life. Being a level 2, we've got half leather, half cloth seats. These are nice, comfortable, sort of bucket style seats. We've got that manual extendable thigh support. Seats in the 3-door hatch, of course, being manual, helps save weight and also allows you to sit nice and low to the ground to get that real go-kart feel, which is exactly what the Mini Electric aims at and does incredibly well. In the centre here, we've got an armrest with a little bit of storage space in, which is a nice touch. And down the centre, USB charging for your phone, 2 nice open cup holders. Just like automatic Minis, of course, the Mini Electric doesn't have a transmission, being fully electric. So we've got our gear selector or drive selector down the bottom here, and that's got a nice bit of green facing on to indicate that it's a Mini Electric, as well as that green start button, which if I put my foot on the brake and press, you'll hear that awesome Star Wars cartoon-like startup sound, and same when you turn the car off as well. And being a Mini Electric, we've also got an electronic handbrake down here instead of a manual handbrake. Saves us a little bit of space underneath the armrest, but other than that, very much classic Mini with that standard Mini operating system in the centre, both a touchscreen display, and you can also use those controls down the centre to adjust that as well. And we've got dual zone climate control in here as well. And as I mentioned in the boot, you don't lose any space due to batteries or motor placement, and that further extends to the rear passengers as well. The room back there is exactly the same as in an internal combustion Mini 3-door hatch, making this still very much an enjoyable and usable daily Mini. Overall, the Mini Electric to drive, if you haven't already driven one, I definitely urge you to come and test drive this one this weekend at Sycamore Peterborough. It's fantastic fun. That instant acceleration that you get really adds to the go-kart feel, and with all the weight being in the floor, centre of gravity is nice and low, handling is still fantastic. So it keeps that Cooper S DNA. So there we have it, this week's approved used Mini of the weekend here at Sycamore Peterborough. This stunning level 2 F56 Mini Electric 3-door, finished in that beautiful white silver. And having covered a little under 13,000 miles, this vehicle is ready to go and make your Mini adventures even more exciting, and of course running on 0 emissions. So if you'd like to make this vehicle yours, please don't hesitate to give our friendly sales team a call on 01733 70 70 74 this weekend to arrange your test drive and appointment on this vehicle and drive away in a fully electric Mini. We really look forward to welcoming you soon, and of course, as always, if you're enjoying this series, make sure you hit that subscribe button and press the notification bell so you can be the first to see our latest exciting Sycamore Mini uploads. You never know, if this Mini Electric isn't for you this week, next week's approved used Mini of the weekend could well be, and you could find your perfect approved used Mini here with us at Sycamore Peterborough. I'm Harry, it's been a pleasure showing you around this week's vehicle. Take care and have a fantastic weekend.